Jersey, we know, in Philadelphia, Chicago, New York. So we're in one of the wild cities for wrestling.
Roman Reigns has no chance.
No chance. Bah, bah, no chance in hell. You got. So, but unfortunately, we'll get into that later. Anyway.
Can we switch the voice on Vince McMahon's song and put you doing that on there?
You can write to them. See what they say. See what they say. Maybe. Oh, man. But before we went to break, we were talking about...
this guy might not... This guy right here that we're about to talk about might have no chance in hell of returning.
No, I don't think so. And we're talking about WWE superstar who has been suspended indefinitely. I'm talking about the one, the only... Adam Rose.
The nun. You're right. The nun. He's nothing right now.
The rosebud. Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. Oh, man.
That mugshot doesn't look like a rosebud.
No, he looks pretty upset on his mugshot or on something.
Domestic dispute?
Yeah, but from reading the reports, I'm not condoning domestic violence or anything, but he seemed to have he shook his wife, so... They are playing it off, saying that she said that he didn't make any contact with her. So he was suspended before because they found that he failed the substance abuse policy. So he was suspended for 30 days.
Along with one of the Ascension. Was it Connor or the Ascension? One of their young men.
Yeah. So this is the second time they said that he failed this. But then he posted on his Twitter that it was prescribed by his doctor. It was Adderall for his bad sleeping habits, I guess. So then he took it down right away because I guess he felt that it was not right to be putting all this information out there. And then all of a sudden, a week later, or a couple weeks later, you get the bust that he got arrested on TMZ, reported that he was arrested for domestic violence. I kind of feel bad for this guy a little bit, and I'll tell you why. I don't know if you happened to watch when they had that ESPN special with the NXT wrestlers, the up-and-coming wrestlers, and they had Adam Rose on, and he was so happy and so positive about getting this opportunity for wrestling because he is from South Africa. He used to be homeless. He basically worked his way up from nothing. And the fact is, he and his wife have a special needs child who needs around-the-bout care, constant medicine. And he basically said this wrestling business wasn't even for him. He was doing it for his child so he could pay the medical bills and basically have the child have a great life for all the problems he has medically. So this kind of, I can understand. I'm not condoning it. Once again, I'm not condoning it, but I can understand the frustration this guy must be going through. You're suspended for failing a substance abuse, and this is basically the only thing you know how to do in life is wrestle.
But is he suspended without pay?
See, I don't know. I don't know. If it's 30 days, would it be? I mean...
I know they do the wellness policy, but I don't know if it's without pay.
Well, now you're suspended indefinitely. I don't think you're getting any pay.
That's a little different now.
So, but think of it this way. You're making money for your sick child, and this is the only way you know how to make money right now. And you know your child is really sick and all these medical bills, and then all of a sudden you get busted for, let's just say, we're playing the defense right now. You get busted for Adderall that was prescribed by your doctor. So you're sent home, and you're getting so frustrated. You're seeing your child there, sick as anything. You're trying to pay the bills, pay the mortgage, get food on the table, whatnot. And you just, I'm not saying it's the right thing, and then you shake your wife, and you get all upset, and you're probably having an argument. Your wife's probably getting mad. It probably hit him kind of hard a little bit, and especially dealing with special needs child. It's
not the easiest thing in the world.
It takes a lot of patience for a parent, both parents, might I add, to deal with that situation.
Especially when you know these wrestlers are not home. They're away from their kids for so long, and probably the mom has been having to raise this kid alone.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you're probably home, and there's probably arguments going on, and when are we going to pay this bill, and this bill has to get paid for medical, or we don't know what's really going on in that family over there. So I kind of felt a little upset about that. I felt bad for him. I mean, what he did was wrong, don't get me wrong, but you can only wonder what really went on behind the scenes, I guess you could say.
Well, if there's any company that supports their stars after they go off the rails, the WWE is definitely one of them. So I hope that Adam Rose gets well, gets his life back together, and gets to enjoy what he's doing like he used to in the beginning when he first started.
I mean, the only thing that sucked with him when he was big in NXT. That whole Rosebud gimmick was huge in NXT. Then when he came over to the main roster, I remember when he debuted, everybody was kind of like just staring at him like, what is this? People were confused.
The NXT audience is more, I think, of the hardcore wrestling fans that have the WWE Network, that watch all the time, and that know these guys. Then now you have people who only just watch maybe Raw or Raw and SmackDown and a pay-per-view here and there, and you just don't get that same interaction.
Nope.
You do. So when Adam Rose doesn't translate, a Bo Dallas doesn't translate, the Ascension, who are probably the best tag team in NXT at the time, they don't translate with the fans.
And then they just get lost in the shuffle, and they become a mid-card or, unfortunately, a jobber. And it's a shame. It's a real shame.
It is.
So, with that, I was on the Shop Zone the other day, and I like to look in the clearance aisle. You know me by now. I like a bargain when I see
$5 and under.
I like a bargain when I see one. So, right now I'm sporting this John Cena T-shirt right now in the studio that I got for $3. Said start now. I guess he has like this athletic line that they're trying to push in the WWE. Obviously, I don't think it's selling that well because they're on clearance. So I bought myself another shirt that was on clearance in the WWE Shop Zone. An Adam Rose Rosebud T-shirt.
You did get one.
For $5.99. $5.99.
Not bad.
So I may be sporting that come Sunday. I haven't figured it out yet.
This is... Maybe you should throw this out to the fans here. Now, I might have a controversial T-shirt of my own.
Oh, do you?
I have the Hulkamania T-shirt. But if I wear the Hulkamania T-shirt, will everyone think I'm racist?
No, I won't, but other people who are...
I mean, we're living in a politically correct world these days where everyone gets upset about everything. As soon as you put the Hulk Hogan shirt on, they're not going to think of wrestling anymore. Now they think of...
Like, oh, he's a racist. He said this and said that, and he did this on camera and said that on camera. Honestly, I don't know. I think it's been a while now. Maybe people have forgotten about it. I mean, let's take it a step further. We were talking about this before the break because I was telling Anthony about a shirt I bought, and he's like, oh, God, if you wear this one shirt to the arena, people will probably say stuff and kill you. Now,
let's be a little... I definitely didn't say people will kill you. I probably said they throw you out of the arena, but kill is a little strong.
That's true. You don't want to see that on the WWE Network. But if one was to wear an old school Chris Benoit T-shirt, would you be considered a murderer or a crazy person because you condone wearing his shirt? See, I would say no because you were a fan of Chris Benoit in the ring, not Chris Benoit, the real guy outside of whatever stadium he performed the night before. Your thoughts on that? You're really thinking...
People wear Che Guevara shirts from Cuba, and he was not the best man in the world. Mm-hmm. He was a revolutionary in his country in Cuba, and people wear that shirt not even knowing
what it means
and what he's done.
Mm-hmm. So, my question to fans out there, I know there's a few out there that like to tweet and post on our Facebook wall. Do you think it's controversial to wear a wrestling T-shirt where the wrestler did something wrong outside of the ring? Yes or no? And why? Personally, I think if you're a fan of the wrestler, you're a fan of the wrestler who was in the ring. I mean, Benoit did awesome things when he was in the WWE. He won the championship. He was an IC champion for multiple times. He even won the European Championship. I think if you really want to wear one, if you had an old school one and you wanted to wear it, why not? But some people might say, hey, this is a little PC. You're offending me. He did some things. Same with Anthony and his Hulkamania. I know Anthony was a Hulkamaniac. He was a fan growing up, probably.
I was more of a Warrior guy, but
you still liked him.
I still liked Hulk Hogan.
So, is it bad if he wants to wear his Hulkamania shirt on Sunday? Let us know that.
The big question before we go to break is what shirt will you be wearing tomorrow night? And we will unveil those on Facebook tomorrow.
I like that idea. That sounds like a great idea.
Tomorrow will be the unveiling of our Extreme Rules T-shirts.
Sounds good. With that, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we break down the card of Extreme Rules. We talk any other wrestling news that has grown to interest us. But until then, let's take a quick break. You're listening to Keith Logan, the Loganator, and the Ant-Man, Anthony Rivera. Listen to us on Spreaker.com and free on iTunes. We'll be right back, everybody.
Imagine a world where bullying isn't considered a normal part of childhood.
A world where I'm not afraid to go to school.
To speak out.
To be myself.
A world where I'm not afraid to be caught alone.
Come on, punk.
We have the power to stop the bullying. Speak out.
Speak up.
Educate.
Find out what to look for and how you can make a difference at bullying.org.
Bullying is not kids being kids.
It's not about good homes or bad homes.
It's not a normal part of growing up. I shouldn't be afraid to get on the school bus.
To turn on my computer.
Message. Or walk to my locker. Did you know that a bully will stop his or her behavior in 10 seconds when their peers speak up?
Use your voice.
Hey, leave him alone.
We have the power to stop bullying.
Find out more at bullying.org.
Bullying.org.
Where you're not alone.
Where you're not alone.
Where you're not alone.
Welcome back, Ringside Rumble Radio, here on Spreaker.com and on iTunes. You're listening to Keith Logan, the Loganator, and the Ant-Man Rivera.
I feel like someone tombstone pile, like the Undertaker tombstone pile drived me on my head because my neck, like I can't even turn right now. I'm just like, I'm like a robot right now.
Well, first of all, the day outside does not look too great. It's pretty cloudy here when we're looking out the window in the studio. But can I tell the listeners real fast? I was waiting for Anthony in the studio today. He walked in. He looked like he just rolled out of bed, and he did not look too good when I saw him this morning. So, but we're here. We're getting it done.
I get out of bed, I'm just like a robot right now because I can't even move.
You're Mr. Robot.
Let's get into Extreme Rules, man.
You better be more alive for tomorrow.
I will be. Hopefully I can, do some reactionary moves because right now I'm just like, I can't move, man.
You're going to have to sit with the hot dog guy.
That's where you're sitting right now. Right now, your seat is still with the hot dog man. Actually, your seat is in the parking lot.
In the parking lot? I'll hang out with
until all fees have been paid off.
I know. I went to the bank today, so.
And then we'll get you to the hot dog guy.
Oh, okay. The hot dog guy. I don't like the hot dogs there, though. I'm not a big hot dog guy.
Sausage and peppers all day.
That's what it's all about.
All day, every day.
All about the sausage and peppers.
Extreme Rules.